I just wanted to take this time to talk a little bit about making a YouTube video that was inspired by Lorenz Gonshor. We are honoring Kalakaua and his passing. It's been 131 years since he's passed, and we are claiming space by doing this video together. So thank you so much, Lorenz. I want to share the video real quick, just so you guys can get a feel he's inspired me to do and other scholars around Hawaii. So let me go ahead and share my screen. A really quick snippet of this video, and then we'll go from there.
I'll ask you some very random questions, if you don't mind, because I think you're an interesting guy. I'm interested in you, and I feel like have you ever met another Keanu?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a cousin.
oh, there's a.
I'm Hawaiian. Everybody's got a cousin. And there's a cousin Keanu, and I met.
And nobody said,
that
we got a Keanu already. Maybe we should just stick with the one.
Yeah, but I didn't meet that guy until I was probably 8 or 9.
Oh.
So I had never heard that name for another human
Uh-huh.
until that moment. And I was just like, wow, okay, Keanu. And
what I thought I knew was that Hawaii was a part of the United States, and I'm in the Army. I'm in the field artillery. I began to realize then that what I thought I knew all of a sudden was not relevant anymore. Because what I found out, just from my military perspective, what happened in 1893, January 17th, was an illegal overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom government, not the country. I knew in the intel briefs that we received from Desert Storm, there was a puppet government there set up by Iraq called the Provisional Government of Kuwait. And here I'm looking at Hawaii. These guys are calling themselves the Provisional Government of Hawaii. And then later, that Provisional Government of Kuwait, I knew, changed its name to the Republic of Kuwait. And that's exactly what the Provisional Government did of Hawaii. They changed its name to the Republic of Hawaii, and then asked to be annexed, just as the Republic of Kuwait was asking to be annexed.
All right, so that's just a little snippet there that I was inspired to make. It's a little long, it's about 20 minutes, but that's just a little preview. I'd love to turn the time over to the distinguished PhD, Lorenz Gonshor, for his presentation.
Aloha mai kako. Thank you very much, Alex, for inviting me today to share some of my research to honor King Kalakaua on the anniversary of his passing. Thank you also very much for this great tour of the Palace Hotel to see, like, really the place where it happened and to see the traces of the mo'i there. I mean, it was very, very inspiring, very, very deep. So mahalo nui for that. Just before I get into my presentation, let me just briefly comment on that video you just shared. I mean, this is, I must say, this is probably the best introduction to the topic. Like, I mean, the topic of, occupation narrative. I mean, a lot of you, many probably in the audience know about that, and they know about Keanu's research, but the various other people who have done research, like Ron Williams, Rudy Kawai, and many other people who are actually in the video as well, Donovan Preza. And if you're new to this topic and you're new to this issue about Hawaii being occupied, this is really the one to go, because it's kind of starts very, very simple, and it comes from like these pop culture references, and then makes the person connection through the matrix and through the person of Keanu Reeves and his cousin in Hawaii. And so I think it couldn't have been done better, honestly. Like, so any of you guys, so again, thank you so much for putting this out there, like to educate people. And like I said, like, I would highly recommend anybody who's new to this, like, watch this video, and then from there on you can go to other. Because I know sometimes you might be overwhelmed if you watch the presentation of Dr. Sai, and that's just like, wow, this is like 1 hour of like hardcore international law. But it might be intimidating for somebody who is new to the topic. So that's why, like I said, like, as a starter, your video, like 20 minutes, just get to the topic. So that's just like my brief comment on that. But without further ado, now let me get to my own presentation that I'm going to do today, and where I'm going to talk about King Kalakaua and one of the most important parts of his legacy in Hawaiian and Pacific politics.